Jeff, good morning.
Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Things are fantastic. How are you feeling?
I'm doing great.
I can't believe we're sitting here on Wednesday morning talking about what's going to be the 27th season of Survivor. When this all started for you, did you think we'd ever be talking about even 10 or 15, but I mean 27 seasons?
No. In fact, I really, truly remember thinking when we were shooting our second season that we'll probably get 3 seasons and we'll be done, and that's pretty good. And there was this guy, Leslie Moonves, some important bigwig at CBS, who I read said the show will last 20 seasons, and I thought, what does that guy know? Turns out he knows a lot, which is why he's where he's at. Yeah, I can't believe this is our 14th year. I mean, we have season 27 and 28. We started in 2000. This will end. Our second season this year will end in 2014. 14 years of Survivor is nuts.
No, it's absolutely crazy. And I feel like, in a way, you are a sort of survivor. I mean, getting to host a show like this is absolutely incredible for anyone's career. Can you take me back to what it was like for you in this auditioning process to land this show?
Yeah, I was living in LA, and I was down to very little money in my bank account. And I had turned down a couple of jobs because I just didn't really connect with them. And I was sort of going for broke, thinking there's got to be something out there that I can really sink my teeth into. And I heard Mark Burnett on the radio. I didn't know who he was, talking about Survivor. And I got in on a meeting, and I wanted it from that second. And I did feel connected to it. I always said, you know, even from the moment I left the building, that show is mine. I feel like I'm the right guy for it. And then months went by, and I got a call, and it was me and Phil Keoghan. We were the last two. Phil Keoghan ended up hosting Amazing Race, and I ended up hosting Survivor.
Well, there's been so many twists over the years to make things interesting and make things different. A lot of new twists this year, and I know that, you know, in taping the show, it's all wrapped up. So what do you think has been the twist that's made things most interesting this season?
Well, blood versus water is the big theme. So we brought 10 people back that had played before, and we brought 10 of their loved ones. So now you're going up against either a brother, a boyfriend, a fiance, a wife, a daughter, a niece, every different kind of relationship, and with it brings different expectations. If we have a couple, the Culpeppers. Brad used to play football, pro football, and his wife is an NFL wife. If you mess with the Culpeppers on either side, you get the wrath of the other. But on the other hand, we have a mother-daughter team, and the mother might say, I can't vote my daughter out, and the daughter might say, come on, it's my mom, she'll understand, let's do it. And that's what kick-started this season, and the emotional layers just kept piling on with each week.
If we were to take this theme of blood versus water with you, Jeff, how would you react if you were on there with your wife?
Well, I think my wife and I would talk beforehand and say that no matter what, let's keep our eyes on the prize. So if there's a need to get rid of me that you know will further you, then go for it. And that's what I'm going to do. And if we can find a way to save each other, let's do it. But one of us needs to get to the end, and that's all that matters. But that's us. I know, for instance, there's a brother duo, Aris, who played the game before and won, is the golden child. He brought his brother, who was a heroin addict, who was arrested for robbing somebody in an ATM. Same mother and father in this family. Well, he's cleaned his life up now, and he's off drugs, and he's got this good thing going, but he has this animosity toward his brother. He'd love to take his brother out. There is no we in that relationship. So that changes the game for everybody else on their tribe. That's why it was so complicated.
After all these seasons of doing the show, who would you say would be the toughest contestant to beat? Who's the ultimate survivor, in your opinion?
The toughest to beat is going to be either Boston Rob, a guy who's played and won, or Parvati, a woman who's played and won. Both of them are really smart. They're great at social politics. There's a way to deal with people, and you either have it or you don't. And if you have it, it's so slippery to know when you need to duck and bend and weave and wove, and those guys have it, and the ones that don't really have no chance to win this game.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out tonight. Season 27 of Survivor kicks off here at 8 o'clock on CBS 19. Jeff, thank you for your time. And I also want to say I was a big fan of your talk show as well.
Oh, thank you. Well, thanks for having me on, Chris. Good chatting with you.